I've seen, you could drop 5 churches on Venom and he'd still keep coming. I doubt we've seen the last of him.
Just between you and me, I wasn't 100% sure that little plan would pay off out there. I mean, I was pretty sure, but I still had that little voice in the back of my head. If you screw this up, Venom's gonna be snacking on your skull. Even worse, I would have let you down, not to mention the others.
I always knew you would succeed, Peter. Enjoy the praise you received.
Thanks. It's kind of nice to be the man of the hour, even if it only lasts, an hour. Spent so long trying to keep Spider-Man and Peter Parker separate from each other, I never really had the chance to celebrate victories with, you know...
Friends?
Exactly. Thank you for that, Hunter.
However you look at it, be glad we got the sample.
Now we can get the doc home, keep you less explodey? All around, a good day.
We all owe you a thanks.
I was nothing. Besides, helping the boss man test his top secret prototype on a demonically possessed alien symbiote human hybrid has got to Industries. Would love to get a shot to work for Tony one day. Just wish Spider-Man could submit a resume.
But you are working with Tony, Peter. You are an integral member of the team.
Whoa. Mind just...
Peter?
Nope. Mind's still blown. I just need to sit here and let it all sink in, Hunter. I'll talk to you soon.
I bet you've heard nothing but ringing Venom's Liberty Bell jokes.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
After you. Looks like we're all here. Grab a seat and let's get started.
I am ready.
The Art of War is one of my favorite books, if not my favorite. Can anyone guess why?
Because it's not just about fighting, it's about how to conduct yourself when in conflict with others?
Carol gets it. For quite a while, all my interactions with people involve some form of conflict.
Interesting.
This book laid things out for me. Helped me understand you don't always smash yourself against a problem face first. You must understand your enemy before you can hope to defeat them. Hunter, you get this more than most. You understood Lilith, which led you to discover her weakness. With that came her defeat.
That is what Nico and the others are trying to figure out.
That goth night thing?
Emo kids, actually.
Whatever. Nico's magic nerd night. My point here, until we know what game Lilith is playing, there's no way we can break the rules. That's the only way we win.
So the favorite book of a half-vampire was written by Master's son.
I'm the Daywalker. Of course it is.
Carol, what stood out for you?
The chapter about flexibility in warfare. Yes, it presented distinct situations, but at its core, it promoted a philosophy of adaptability. This is a subtle but key difference from the Kree war manuals I know. Those manuals lay out how to overcome every possible contingency. Because Kree commanders always expect an answer, exceptions can flummox the ones who let the rules think for them.
I have not met a Kree commander, but humans are just as capable of rigid thinking.
Oh, of course. I think that's what the text is working against. The Art of War encourages fluidity of thought. The variations presented in the chapter on flexibility are examples, not rote technique.
And that's how wars are lost.
So I've been dying to know, what is Captain America's favorite part of this book?
After this read, everything he had to say about deception and warfare.
Ooh, explain.
Wait, what used to be your favorite?
Discussions of leadership. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I've long since internalized all that worked for me and examined what didn't. But convincing your enemy that your greatest weakness is your most powerful strength.
Or the opposite, that your strength is a vulnerability?
Exactly. It struck me, especially regarding our conflict with Lilith. So, what's our greatest strength?
Lilith has no allies, just thralls. She is alone in this fight, but we are united.
Are we? The greatest scientific mind I've known, sorry Tony, just defected to her side. What's to stop any of us from doing the same? I don't have an answer to the question I asked, but I plan to do what the Art of War suggests. Learn her weakness. Adapt as the conflict evolves. Keep Lilith guessing. And above all, think.
And that'll do it.
Great. So what's our next book?
I told Carol she could pick the next one.
I decided on volume 32 of the Kavat Koth.
The what now?
It's a cross between a legal text, a spaceborne invasion defense manual, and one of those sagas that Thor seems to love.
Okay then.
I promise it's not a heavy read. I thought it would be a good companion to the Art of War.
See you all next time. die. That's what I've always said.
I'm nervous about my book. I don't know how much of it will translate. Not the language, the ideas.
If it teaches me how to swear in Cree, I am in.
You don't need a book for that. Just hang around the war room when I'm running maintenance checks on Central. I think you'll like my choice. Give it a shot. That's all I ask.
I didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up, but I'm glad we have book club.
It was good to see the conclusions we each drew from the book.
That's why I think we need to do this. A team that understands its disparate parts works better in concert. But don't quote me. Sun Tzu said it better.
Oops, that went better than expected.
Captain Marvel seemed quite impressed with your selection.
No, she didn't. Did she? No, you're just messing with me.
The book she chose? It sounds like the Cree version of the book you chose.
You think so?
I know so.
Huh. That went way better than expected. That's all for now. You taking off or hanging out?
I am taking off.
Peace.
Dude, I stress ate popcorn watching you on Central.
Hunter, I need to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you about, actually, let's go someplace else. It's a little personal. I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh? Having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
If you want to be friends with Blade, just tell him.
You really think I should just lay it out there?
You guys can fight hordes of bloodthirsty killers and not bat an eye. But you want to tell another human being that you enjoy their company and you forget how to speak.
Different skill sets, Hunter. But I'm always looking to improve, so thanks. I'm up to the challenge.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers.
Hunter, I may have found something of interest to you. The means to surmount that obstacle you were so interested in. The secret lies with the symbiote you recovered. If my suspicions are correct, it can be used to disrupt your troublesome ward in the same way that my own wards of protection fell at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
What do I have to do?
Without going off on an overly technical Starkian rant, the alien itself has a very unusual composition. Its seemingly gelatinous structure seems to interfere with the ward's resonance frequency when channeled with the appropriate magic.
You are not going to ask me to retrieve more of the creature, are you?
That shouldn't be necessary. Although a cooperative venom would be invaluable here, I think we can make do with what's left from before. I left a vial of the symbiote on my desk in the forge. If you're intent on removing the ward, take it with you, discreetly.
Thank you for pursuing this further, Doctor. I doubt anyone else could have made this kind of discovery.
You're too kind, Hunter. Besides, I think our mutual friend has done quite well in guiding you so far.
I am very grateful to have such insightful friends.
Say hello for me sometime, would you?
I will, Doctor.
And now I should be getting back to my work, but do be careful out there, Hunter, and don't forget about the vial on my desk.
This is a distillate from the venom symbiote. Strange thinks this will dispel the ward? The doctor crafted a strange brew that might bring down the ward.
Maybe he learned something new while snooping around in my library.
If nothing else, he knows about you, Agatha, that you are helping me.
He's a very perceptive man. Perhaps it's for the best. There's no sense in worrying about it now, at any rate. Let's see if you can banish this ward.
These appear to be human bones.
I suspect we've finally found the last resting place of Hiram Shaw. Judging by the looks of this place, he was locked down here for quite some time. I can't say I pity him.
But how would he have ended up like this?
Someone sealed him in and made sure there was no chance of ever escaping.
Someone?
From what we've seen, I believe this was your mother's handiwork. She must have used the Darkhold page taken from Shaw to seal his fate. Literally. And I'm sure that means Sarah was at the very least aware of what Lilith had done.
My mother was right to do this.
I can't be so sure, but I'm certainly not feeling any sympathy for his plight.
I would hope not, considering what he did to the Coven.
I could only imagine how angry Lilith and Sarah were when they finally arrived in Salem. In some ways, locking Shaw down here almost seems merciful.
I do not see the moon seal here.
You're right. I don't sense its power here either.
I found highly detailed drawings on Shaw's desk. They were concealed with some kind of magic.
Magic that's no match for you, it seems. Let's give those drawings a closer look.
These drawings...
They're witch warrens, places where a witch might hide using magical means. Judging from the detail he put into these, Shaw must have studied the warrens for a long time before making his move.
He tortured them there.
Yes, I suspect so.
Why?
The witches wouldn't give up the moon seal. Our gift doomed the Salem Coven to an unimaginable fate. These drawings may yet be useful. I will bring them back to the library for further study. Meet me there tomorrow night.
Gotta thank Peter. Maybe now
Still reading Wanda's grimoire, I see.
Yeah? Why? You got an opinion about it?
No, not really.
Good, because I really don't give a crap what anyone thinks anymore. I just want Wanda back. And I think I may have an idea how to get her back. Well, sorta. According to her grimoire, it looks like Agatha was helping Wanda control her connection to chaos magic. And since chaos magic is a hell of a lot more powerful and ancient than Lilith, I'm thinking there's a way I can figure out how to use it to undo Lilith's hold on her.
That is incredibly crafty of you, Nico.
I am a crafty witch. Although, you don't think I'm being a tad reckless meddling with hardcore Elder God magic and inventing dangerous new spells with it? I mean, Caretaker doesn't even think Lilith corruption can be removed.
On the contrary, it would be reckless not to take a chance and try something new. Besides, I am curious to see what you come up with.
So am I. Speaking of, I've got a lot to do to figure out this new ritual.
You will not let us down.
And if I do, you'll never know because we'll all be blown into itty-bitty superhero pieces. Kidding. I hope.
So,
Hey.
The mirror table, our pulse on everything Hydra, really brings an Avengers Tower vibe to this place.
It has been useful. The Abbey always harbored great resources, but Stark and the Doctor have enhanced its abilities tenfold.
Don't get me wrong. Tony and the other Stephen are great. But I believe in giving credit where credit is due. You've also been doing your fair share, and I wanted to let you know that it hasn't gone unnoticed.
That is a generous compliment to give. Thank you, Captain.
It's not generous when it's true. They say a good soldier should always trust his gut, and if my gut is right, and it's almost always right, I think you are beyond just defeating Lilith.
And what destiny is...
Keep playing it straight with me, Hunter, and maybe I'll trust you enough one day to tell you.
Hunter, let's catch up.
Seems like you have got a lot on your mind.
You could say that.
Do you need to share?
I always wanted to be good at my job, but now I think it's possible to be so good you're actually terrible.
Explain.
Okay, I really wanted to show off how I could get a sample of Venom's symbiote, right?
And you did.
Right! Yay me! But in getting it, I left poor Eddie trapped under a heap of rubble.
We are all going through the same thing. For every victory, there will be a cost. Some worse than others.
I wish I could be as cool as you. I just keep imagining Eddie and the symbiote trapped under all that stone and brick. I never wanted to hurt them, you know? I never wanted to hurt the guy, you know?
I know, Peter.
Eddie Brock may be troubled, sure. We all are. I guess that's why I can't shake the feeling that there's more I could have done.
Like digging him out from the rubble?
No. I mean helping him turn his life around. The way real heroes are supposed to.
Who knows? Maybe you will someday.
Yeah, big emphasis on maybe. If only Tony or Strange invented some kind of time machine, I could go back and keep Eddie from going down this path.
Stranger things have happened.
Thanks for the chat, Hunter. I've got a lot to think about. If anyone needs me, I'll just be here, sighing deeply.
How is the sample analysis going?
Oh, you mean the vial of demonic alien goo Peter took out of poor Eddie. That sample analysis?
That is the one.
In a word, gross. But a fascinating kind of gross. This symbiote exists as a whole at the molecular level. Every atom of it is a self-sustaining, slimy little entity in and of itself. Yet when the molecules bond, they undergo a change state that can only be described as something out of abstract expressionism, and I can see your eyes glazing over right now.
I am sure this makes sense to you, but try to remember I am not from this time. I am still getting used to the idea of lights that turn on when you flip a switch.
Right. I will slow down a bit, skip the science babble, and get right to the point. I think we can use Venom's slime sample as the basis of a suit.
Like a Venom suit?
No, not like Venom. No symbiosis. It would exist as an anti-symbiote, to protect you the next time you two meet. Think of it as a kind of armor. Strange and I are working on a design right now. Give me 24 hours, and I think you'll be very pleased. You are gonna love this. How's it going, boss? Starting coil extraction process. Genius inventor strikes again. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. Initiating start. What can I say except you're welcome? See ya, Hunter.
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Peter, I am sorry you have to find out this way, but I guess it is time we talked.
You're not afraid of spiders, are you?
Terribly.
But you're Hunter. The Hunter. You're not afraid of anything.
I am a complicated being.
Huh. Is the legs? The crawling? The knowledge that the entire spider population can eat all of humanity in a year given the chance? Or is it because there is one just 6 inches away from you right now?
What? Where?
Just kidding. It's me. Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
For now, you should focus on being the best you can be in every situation. And when this is all over, we can talk about your future.
Of course, of course. Either way, I would like a chance to prove myself first. Don't want anyone to say that you're giving me any special treatment.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
This should be useful.
You think Dr. Strange could take a look at this mole on my... Never mind. Wonder how long it'll take for your social cue...
I appreciate your spontaneous nature.
Look at you, sweet talker.
No, absolutely not. You go too far, Nico. Last time you tried to save Wanda, you almost got us all killed. I will not let you risk the safety of this abbey again.
Listen to yourself. I think I have a way of purifying Lilith's corruption, a way of bringing back both Wanda and Banner, and your response is to shut me down.
I told you time and time again, there is no way of removing corruption.
Just because you failed and never found a way of doing it doesn't mean I can't. What are you so afraid of? That I'll actually succeed?
No, I'm afraid you're becoming just like Wanda.
Oh, I see how it is. You always hated her, and now you're gonna turn that hate onto me too.
That's not what I meant. Nico, wait. Let me explain.
I don't need your explanation. I need you to stay out of my way.
Just like you wanted.
Now we're getting somewhere. Hunter, I'm here if you need me.
Nico is certainly as daring as Caretaker is cautious. Attempting to remove Lilith's corruption is not a magical endeavor for the faint of heart.
Is it even possible to remove it?
I'm not sure, actually. It's something but if it is, one thing is for sure. All magic has its price. The question is, are you willing to pay it to help get Wanda back?
I am not so much concerned with what toll this magic could take on me, but on Nico. I do not want to see her fall.
But you should be concerned with how this will affect you. I know I am. You are more vulnerable than you know. The crack in your collar may be hardly noticeable to the naked eye, but it's a significant crack in your energetic armor. A spiritual vulnerability that cannot be overlooked or understated. A vulnerability she will exploit. If you choose to defy Sarah and help Nico remove Lilith's hold on Wanda, it might be at your own peril.
Be assured, Agatha, I have no intention of unnecessarily risking myself or anyone else in this abbey.
You always protected others from the powers of darkness, even if it was your own mother. Something I loved about you when I was alive, and still love about you now that I'm gone. Whatever happens, Hunter, just remember to keep yourself intact. We can't take on Lilith without you.
Have you learned anything?
These drawings are definitely of locations around the Abbey. As far as how this helps us find the Salem Coven's moon seal, I'm at a loss. Let's discuss this again tonight, after I've had more time to think. Hunter, hello.
You have any ideas on how to keep this team?
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
for more?
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now. Can't wait to try this out.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Constant innovation. That's the...
We need any advantage we can get. Later.
Yo, it's good to see you.
Yes, hello.
Let me guess. You came out here to see if I'm okay.
You think they'll notice if I just don't say anything? Ignore the prompt? A guy can wish.
Are you okay, Nico?
No, I won't be okay until we get Wanda back, but you already know that. I just wish Caretaker trusted me more. I mean, I'm not a kid, you know? I'm a ridiculously experienced witch with ridiculously amazing powers. She should be letting me use my talents to help the team, but instead all she does is doubt my ability to do anything.
Just do not let her make you doubt yourself.
Don't worry, I won't. I know who I am and what I'm capable of. I'm not gonna let someone as bottled up as her to tell me otherwise. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her back.
And when Caretaker tries to stop you?
She can get out of the way. Or get run over. Now excuse me, I've got a free Wanda spell to craft. Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
I marvel at how accomplished you are at such a young age.
Hunter? Wow, I'm blushing now.
The hunter stalks its prey. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
I'm at my wit's end, Hunter. Nico is hell-bent on finding some spell in Wanda's grimoire to remove Lilith's hold on our... unfortunate friends. And I can't seem to dissuade her from putting our lives in danger again. You would think she would have learned her lesson with that magic mirror trick she pulled, but now she's just doubling down on darkness. What do you think I should do about her? Because I am at a complete loss.
She is acting out because she is still grieving the loss of Wanda. She needs to heal. She needs to know you care.
If we survive Lilith's assault on this world, then there'll be plenty of time to talk about our feelings on a psychotherapist's couch. Until then, she must learn to cope, as we all must. Nico is a talented witch, no doubt, But if she persists on this trajectory, she will suffer the same fate as Wanda. Perhaps you can talk her down. She's more likely to listen to you than me. Thanks, Hunter.
Hello?
Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help.
Logan? But how did you get...
I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not?
Depends on the friend.
Aurora Monroe.
Oh, of course. I'm free now.
Good. You know where to find us.
Where the trouble is.
Eliana, thank you for coming.
Aurora, you can always count on me.
A friendship for all seasons is a powerful thing. Thank the goddess for that. We miss you at the school. You are always welcome home.
I found my home with the Midnight Suns. But that does not mean I leave friends behind. What is the problem?
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here with dormant abilities. I met with her, a fierce young woman named Dahlia, and invited her to attend Xavier's school. She declined. The orphanage was all she knew. I came here today to see if she had changed her mind, but according to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Let me guess. As soon as her powers manifested.
It's my fault. I didn't want to push her, to take her away from the only place she felt safe. I thought she could hide in plain sight a bit longer. I was wrong.
You did what you thought was right. As you always do.
Dahlia would never harm another person. And now she slipped through the cracks. Another ghost in the wind.
This city is not kind to its ghosts.
Especially not when it's infested with vampires.
That's why we're gonna find her before they do.
They already found us.
Protect the children, at any cost. As if preying on the innocent wasn't enough for them. They come for the most vulnerable.
I would call them cowards, but they are just some mindless scavengers looking for an easy meal.
I've got something they can chew on right here.
Ah, Logan. Together again. Just like old times.
About time.
Good work.
Let's dance. Is that your best shot?
I should have been more vigilant. Dahlia was on her own here, alone with her burgeoning abilities.
There was only so much you could do. Think how many mutants have faced the same difficulty. It seems a requirement of our upbringing to face such undeserved trials.
It falls to us to ensure that doesn't happen. Not here, not anywhere.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
Are you prepared?
That will do.
Satisfying tearing these things apart. I can't tell if they even care.
They may not care, but whoever lords over these pitiful creatures will miss them.
You're just a ray of sunshine today, kid.
I am always a ray of sunshine, reflected into your eyes.
That's the magic I know.
No.
You've gotten stronger since the last time I saw you, Magic. Hope you're ready. You aren't good enough for me.
It was your mistake in coming here. At least we got here in time to protect the children.
Why bother protecting society's dregs? Hmm? It is beneath your stature.
Beneath me, all I see is you.
The new breed vampires are an evolution, just as mutants were before them. But vampires continue to grow.
Mutants remain tethered to humanity. A broken branch on the evolutionary tree. These cast-offs are not your family. They are fuel. There is a food chain. And it is time we ate up. Surely you see it. Just as mutants push humanity ever closer to the ashes, so too will this new breed. It is the natural order of this world.
There is nothing natural about what you've done.
Any mutant seeking to dominate humanity does not speak for us.
Ah, that is yours. Mine.
Do not try me again.
Should do the trick. Bad luck for you, bub.
Very effective.
Stay down.
Forever in service. Now you will see. This world has a new. Her will.
A weak strike.
Greater numbers will not save you.
If you were truly evolved, you would see how your actions against those who cannot defend themselves are misguided.
Oh, does humanity shed a tear for their countless
One does not justify the other. Your mind is twisted.
Or maybe I am seeing things more clearly than ever.
I will deliver you from her grasp.
As they say, it gets done.
They really want me gone.
Not looking good for you. You don't want to get up.
The forces of nature conspire.
Whatever gets the job done. me now.
There is.
We're almost here. Position.
Don't let your guard down. There's still more coming. We will not allow you to spread this plague across the world.
My kind have little to fear from you. We are the future.
They're not scared yet. They better get started.
Face your end.
That must have taken practice. Just what I need. I'm gonna rip this.
We will not be discouraged.
It just keeps getting easier.
We are the instant.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
As mutants, you should understand the struggle my kind has faced better than anyone.
You chose to align yourself with these creatures.
I chose to move beyond the limitations of humanity, and I have no regrets. I will fight twice as hard.
You attached to that face. You're lucky that's as far as you took. Still want a piece?
You are like an ant to me. I'll step on you if I have to. We have to aid them if we can. One of our friends is down. Bring whoever you wish. I will send you all to the next world.
How many is that now?
Prepare yourself. You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
Brace yourself.
That will not be enough.
They still haven't realized their mistake.
Kiss it goodbye.
Whatever works for you.
Pathetic. Try through with your end. Accept your fate.
You really shouldn't have.
I will waste no more time.
It's yours.
Fresh meat coming in.
I am out of the fight.
Gets on the other one.
You will suffer.
Ready?
I shall never cower.
This is what you came for.
Whatever works for you.
We prevail. For now. Drop! That was a quarter of my power. I'm glad the training stayed with you.
The danger room left an impression. As you did with Sin. She won't be back.
It's why she was here in the first place that concerns me.
Agreed. This is bigger than us. If we're going to take on Sin...
And find Dahlia.
We need reinforcements.
Most of the X-Men are off-planet dealing with the Shi'ar Brood War.
Don't worry. The Midnight Suns will help.
Is it?
Indeed. You must be the hunter. Magic told me about you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Nothing but good things, I promise. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. I must say, this place is unlike anything I've seen before. There is an air of mystery and wonder, but it feels welcoming and safe all at the same time. How curious.
The Abbey is special. It even holds secrets that I have not uncovered.
Sounds unique indeed. I can already see the similarities between here and Xavier's school. Speaking of, what do you think is the most interesting part of the Abbey?
There's much foliage and food to harvest from the grounds. I am grateful for it all.
Appreciating what the land gives us is great. Do you give back to the earth?
I am careful not to overindulge. I like to leave some for the wildlife.
I'm sure the deer and rabbits are thankful for that. Apologies. I have been dominating the conversation. Have you any questions for me?
I do not have any right now.
I'll be around if you change your mind.